I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter. I always seem to find myself questioning something the government may not be looking at. I found something really bad. And I have been...
Eddie.
Push up that. Taken.
Look around at the world. What do you see? A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable. But man and symbiote combined. This is a new race, a new species. A higher life form.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry. We cannot just hurt people.
Look into my eyes, Eddie. The way I see it. We can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal? Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
That power, it's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Eddie, cooperate. And you just might survive.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me. Giant leaps will always come at a cost.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. We got new Venom footage to break down. They released an alternate trailer, and Sony just announced a Kraven the Hunter movie that they're developing. So I'll try to explain what's going on with that, because we actually thought that that character was going to be showing up in the MCU. He was supposed to be the villain of Black Panther before they chose to do Killmonger. So if you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the Marvel videos. There's a new round of that Infinity War Blu-ray giveaway I'll explain at the end of the video. You could probably tell that they got rid of that scene at the end and swapped in a bunch of new symbiote footage. The reason why they do stuff like that is because action always translates really well. You don't need to be able to speak a billion different languages to understand action, and sometimes jokes don't translate well into foreign languages.
We will eat both your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right off your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Some of the comments on my last trailer video were actually confused by the humor of that scene. Like, is it supposed to be funny? I don't understand. Is he making a joke? Like, oh, I have a parasite. They explained at the Comic-Con panel that when he first gets the Venom symbiote, he actually does try to tell his girlfriend and other people, and they don't believe him. Yeah, whatever, you have an alien parasite inside you. That's the craziest thing we've ever heard. The trailers haven't done a good job of explaining the boy who cried wolf aspect of his character. So he's a reporter, everybody knows that, but he's actually in disgrace when the movie picks up because of a story he botched preceding the events of the movie. So that's why he's so eager to go after the Life Foundation, because it's a huge scoop. He feels like it'll make people respect him again. So like there's this whole other storyline besides him just trying to take down the other symbiotes. So you have Eddie Brock's mission, then you have the Venom symbiote's mission. And the other thing that the trailers haven't done a really great job of is in distinguishing how many of the other symbiotes are in the movie. Not including Venom, there's 5 in that original Lethal Protector storyline, and I've seen a couple of websites misattributing certain symbiotes to certain characters because you do see multiple different people getting symbiotes. But the thing is that the trailers don't clarify whether or not it's the same symbiote jumping into a bunch of different people or if it's multiple symbiotes. We see at least 3 different people, not including Eddie Brock, gets symbiotes. There's this guy at the beginning when Carlton Drake is trying the symbiote bonding process for the first time. It looks like it doesn't go real well for him. Then you have the female EMT. That's actually Donna Diego. She does get the Scream symbiote in the comics, but the Scream symbiote is yellow and red. This is very clearly dark blue, and it looks a lot like the Riot symbiote that Carlton Drake gets in this big battle here towards the end of the film. This shot here shows only 2 symbiotes, and even though this light shining on this one makes it look kind of yellow, I think it's meant to be silver. I think they're just trying to distinguish this from the Venom symbiote. Like, this is the silver looking Riot, even though in the comics Riot isn't silver, they're just playing with the colors a little bit to distinguish him from Venom. This one seems like the Venom symbiote. I saw a couple websites thinking that this was meant to be a yellow symbiote, but there's no yellow symbiotes running around anywhere in the trailers, so I'm just assuming this is just a light trick and it just looks a little misleading. So just to be clear, this big symbiote that he's fighting at the end is meant to be Riot, which I know is a little bit different from the comics, but they wanted to show a hierarchy. The reason why he's so much bigger than Venom is because they said that Venom is supposed to be the runt of the litter amongst the Clintar. They want him to feel like a bit of an underdog. But if you didn't hear the news this morning, Sony confirmed that they're developing a Kraven movie with the person that just did Equalizer 2. So if you liked Equalizer 2, maybe you'll like their Kraven movie. But by now you probably understand that Venom is meant to be the beginning of the Sony Spider-Verse. There are a bunch of movies they're developing. Right now, the only ones that actually look like they're going to make it to screen are the Morbius movie and any Venom sequels, depending on how Venom does at the box office. The thing about Kraven, though, that makes this kind of confusing is because Ryan Coogler said that he actually wanted to use Kraven for the Black Panther villain before they chose to do Killmonger. He's an OG Sinister Six character. They're developing low-key Sinister Six in Spider-Man Far From Home, so people just expected him to show up. He's even the stepbrother of the Chameleon, who is a character that's going to be in Spider-Man Far From Home. So there's just a lot of Kraven things swirling in the background in the MCU. So the fact that Sony then says, hey, we're going to do our own Kraven movie, just makes it totally confusing because the Spider-Verse that Sony's doing isn't supposed to be directly connected to the MCU. So anytime you hear about a character showing up in Sony's Spider-Verse, it immediately decreases the chances that that person will show up in the MCU, which I think is why Sony has not tried to develop a Green Goblin movie, because if Sony really likes to make money and they want to develop as many big characters as possible, why would they do a Silver and Black movie over a Green Goblin movie? It just all seems really weird, so I wouldn't be surprised if at some point, if the Sony Spider-Verse pans out and they do continue to make movies, if there's a little bit of duplication. But let me know in the comments, what do you think is going to happen with this Kraven movie? Do you think that it will actually make it to the screen, or do you think it's going to be a Silver and Black situation and it just gets stuck in development hell? But there's a new round of that Infinity War Blu-ray giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on the video. There's more deleted scenes that I'll do videos for next, so while you wait for that, click here for that Spider-Man Far From Home teaser, learn about the Iron Man suit, and click here for more Infinity War deleted scenes. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.